America decided 2024 election results. Welcome to our in-depth analysis of the 2024 US presidential election results. It was a long and hard-fought campaign season, filled with heated debates and record-breaking voter turnout. In this video, we'll break down what happened, who won, and what it means for America's future. The final tally declaring a winner. After a seemingly endless election night and days of anticipation, a winner has finally emerged. The winning candidate secured a decisive victory, capturing number electoral votes compared to their opponent's number. The popular vote reflected a similar trend, with the victor garnering percent of the vote. This decisive win signals a clear mandate from the American people. But this victory wasn't solely about the numbers. It was about the issues and hopes that fueled voters. The weight of these expectations now falls upon the shoulders of the president-elect, who faces the daunting task of uniting a fractured nation.
Battleground states, where the election was won and lost. The 2024 election hinged on a handful of key battleground states. Let's start with Swing State 1, where winning candidate's name managed to flip the state by a slim margin. The story was similar in Swing State 2, where winning candidate's name's message on key issue in the state resonated with voters. However, Swing State 3 remained in losing candidate's name's grasp, an unexpected result due to explain the reasons. These tight races underscore how deeply divided America remains. The candidates' contrasting visions resonated with different segments of the electorate. Understanding these nuances will be paramount for the new administration.
Behind the headlines lies a more complex story, etched in the demographic shifts and evolving priorities of the American electorate. Over the past few decades, the landscape of voter behavior has undergone significant transformations. These changes are not just numbers on a chart. They reflect deeper societal shifts and the changing pulse of the nation. One significant trend was the surge in turnout among young voters. This demographic, often seen as apathetic in previous elections, made their voices heard loud and clear this time around. Voters under 30 showed up in record numbers, driven by social media activism and a desire for change. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok became battlegrounds for political discourse, mobilizing young people in unprecedented ways. This surge can be attributed to a combination of factors, including the influence of charismatic leaders, the urgency of pressing issues like climate change and social justice, and the power of grassroots movements. This surge can be attributed to winning candidates' names' success in mobilizing this demographic. Their campaign effectively tapped into the concerns and aspirations of young voters, promising a future that resonated with their ideals. Another key demographic was mention a key minority group, who overwhelmingly supported winning candidates' name. This group's support was pivotal, reflecting a broader trend of increasing political engagement among minority communities. Beyond specific demographics, broader trends in voter behavior also emerged. Issues that once seemed peripheral took center stage, influencing voter turnout and preferences. For instance, mention a key issue was a decisive issue for many voters. This issue not only dominated headlines, but also became a litmus test for candidates, shaping their platforms and campaign strategies. These trends highlight the evolving nature of the American electorate. As new generations come of age and societal values shift, the priorities and concerns of voters continue to change. The challenge for future campaigns will be to navigate this complexity and build bridges across divides. Understanding the nuanced motivations of different voter groups will be crucial for any candidate hoping to secure a broad base of support and build bridges across divides. This means not only addressing the immediate concerns of voters, but also fostering a sense of unity and common purpose. This election wasn't just about casting ballots, it was about shaping the future. The choices made at the polls will have lasting impacts, influencing policy decisions and the direction of the country for years to come. As we look back on this election, it's clear that the American electorate is more engaged and diverse than ever before, ready to take on the challenges of tomorrow.
As the news of winning candidates' names' victory spread, reactions poured in from political leaders, pundits, and citizens. The atmosphere was electric, with some celebrating the dawn of a new era, while others braced themselves for the changes ahead. Social media platforms buzzed with opinions, memes, and heated debates, reflecting the nation's divided sentiment. In his/her victory speech, winning candidate's name struck a tone of unity and reconciliation. He/she emphasized the need to bridge the gaps that have long divided the country, calling for bipartisan efforts to address pressing issues. The speech was met with applause from supporters who waved flags and chanted slogans of hope and change. The response from the losing candidate was somber, urging supporters to remain vigilant. He/she acknowledged the outcome but stressed the importance of continuing the fight for their values and beliefs. The concession speech was a call to action, reminding followers that democracy is an ongoing process and that their voices still matter. Reactions from political figures were split along party lines. Some praised the democratic process, while others questioned the integrity of the results. Heated debates ensued on various news channels, with analysts and commentators dissecting every statement and gesture. Prominent Democrats hailed the victory, seeing it as a mandate for their policies and a rejection of the previous administration's approach. Meanwhile, Republicans expressed concern about the direction the country might take, fearing that their priorities would be sidelined. The media provided wall-to-wall coverage, dissecting every angle of the election. Pundits analyzed voter turnout, demographic shifts, and the impact of key issues on the results. Special segments featured interviews with political experts, who offered insights into what the future might hold under the new leadership. Ordinary Americans expressed a mix of elation and apprehension. In some cities, spontaneous celebrations broke out, with people dancing in the streets and honking car horns. In other areas, there was a palpable sense of unease, with individuals worried about how the new administration's policies might affect their lives. This tapestry of reactions reflects the deep divisions in the nation. Protests erupted in several cities, with groups both supporting and opposing the election results. The streets became a battleground of ideologies, highlighting the challenges that lie ahead in achieving national unity. The 2024 election may be over, but the challenges it exposed will continue to shape the political landscape. The new administration faces the daunting task of addressing these divisions and working towards a more cohesive and inclusive future. The road ahead is uncertain, but the hope is that through dialogue and cooperation, the nation can find a path forward.
With the election decided, the nation turns its attention to the future. The air is thick with anticipation and hope as citizens from all walks of life ponder what lies ahead. The election has been a pivotal moment, a turning point that will shape the course of the country for years to come. What will a winning candidate's name presidency look like? This question is on everyone's mind. The president-elect has made numerous promises and commitments during the campaign, and now the time has come to turn those words into action. The nation watches closely, eager to see how these promises will be fulfilled. The first order of business is to assemble a cabinet and transition power. This is no small task, as it involves selecting individuals who are not only qualified, but also aligned with the vision and goals of the new administration. The transition team works tirelessly, vetting candidates and making crucial decisions that will impact the direction of the country. Winning candidate's name has signaled an intention to build a diverse and experienced team. This approach aims to bring together a wide range of perspectives and expertise, reflecting the rich diversity of the nation itself. The goal is to create a government that is not only effective but also representative of all its citizens. In terms of policy, winning candidate's name campaigned on mentioned key policy promises. These include addressing critical issues such as healthcare reform, economic revitalization, and environmental sustainability. Each of these areas presents its own set of challenges and opportunities, requiring thoughtful and strategic approaches to achieve meaningful progress. On the domestic front, winning candidate's name faces pressing issues like list key domestic issues. These include tackling poverty, improving healthcare access, and addressing social justice concerns. The new administration will need to work closely with local governments, community organizations, and citizens to develop and implement effective solutions. In foreign policy, winning candidate's name will navigate a world in flux. Global challenges such as climate change, international trade, and geopolitical tensions require a steady hand and a clear vision. The president-elect's approach to these issues will be closely watched by allies and adversaries alike, as the world looks to America for leadership and stability. Beyond policy, the most daunting challenge is healing deep divisions in society. The election has highlighted the stark differences in opinions and values among the populace. Bridging these divides will require empathy, dialogue, and a commitment to finding common ground. The new administration must work to foster unity and rebuild trust among the American people. The road ahead will be fraught with challenges, but also opportunities. Every obstacle presents a chance for growth and improvement. The nation stands at a crossroads, with the potential to emerge stronger and more resilient. It will take collective effort, determination, and a shared vision to navigate the path forward. The world is watching to see what the future holds for this nation at a crossroads. The decisions made in the coming months and years will have far-reaching implications, not just for America, but for the entire world. As the new administration takes the helm, the eyes of the world are upon us, waiting to see how we will chart our course.
Thank you for watching our comprehensive review of the 2024 US presidential election results. From the nail-biting race in key battleground states to the record-breaking voter turnout, this election was historic. But as we've seen, the story doesn't end with the casting of ballots. Stay tuned for more updates and in-depth analysis on how these results will shape America's future.